Aevi's here talking about the ultimate merchant experience. Tell us about what that is.
So the ultimate merchant experience really means to bring a merchant something that is more than a payment device. What we do when we work with our clients, such as merchant acquirers, but also the independent sales organizations, is that we allow them to offer something to their merchants that actually would bring something that increases their business. What that means, for example, is if you go to a hairdresser, I never plan that ahead. So I get home, I think, I need to do this weekend. I go online, I book my appointment, exactly what it is. I come in the next day there, they know what I want to drink, they know what I come to do. They do my hair, I can pay with my Apple Watch, and then straight when I walk out of the door, I get an email saying, thank you, this was your 10th time, the next one is on us. As an independent shop, this is so important to be able, for us, for me as a consumer, to be able to book online, and at the same time for them, the payment device actually becomes a business tool.
Right.
So that is what the ultimate merchant experience looks like.
Your benefits on the user experience are clear. The customer benefits, they are seeing it in a digital world, being able to work on their Apple Watch however they prefer, however they want to pay. It's genius. So next, tell us about how that works for the merchant acquirer.
So for the merchant acquirer, they come from a space that is heavily commoditized, which is processing, right? That's
right.
The old world, where right now this industry gets really flooded with new players that straight eat into that whole field. So in order to stay relevant and to create a stickiness with their merchant base, they need to start to offer something that actually allows a merchant to improve their own business, right? Mm-hmm. So this is what we bring to our clients, hence the acquirers and the independent sales organizations.
What you're describing here is really a shift. The merchant acquirer is doing more than payments processing, and they're providing a full suite of solutions here. How does that work?
If you come from a space that's really traditional, focused on processing, going into something that offers value into the merchant's business, not only means the offering changes, but especially the offering also changes within the company that starts to offer that, right? This type of offering is fantastic for the merchants, where you could think of, for example, upping their game on loyalty. Mm-hmm. So just imagine you own a coffee shop and you're a connoisseur, that's why you opened this shop. Next door, a Starbucks opens. That can be devastating for you as an independent owner, right? And you're not going to buy a loyalty solution because one, where do you need to start looking that works for your company? And then they're really expensive. Where if your bank would come by and give you this payment device that you can use to get clients to pay for, but also includes a loyalty system, then you can actually compete with the Starbucks and hey, your coffee is better.
Right.
So that will come to you.
Going back to the mentality shift, how does this impact the merchant relationship and what are best practices you've seen?
Well, the biggest thing you see is that smart POS and creating an ultimate merchant experience, it is not a product. Coming from a space where it's all about processing, one product could be released after another. This really is a mentality shift, but therefore also impacts the internal organization and how you bring the merchant experience actually to market. And if you then would really look at what happens internally in these organizations, for me, most important, what I've seen is look at the way you sell it. So having salespeople to go out and sell something that is more complex than selling processing. Mm-hmm. So that is definitely where a lot of education needs to be done to make it easy for sales to sell this proposition and make it relevant for the right type of merchant, right? Secondly, really important, onboarding, because it should be a smooth process for the merchant to actually receive this business in a box, right? So from the moment he orders it all the way to he receives it, unwraps it, it has to work. So that process needs to be seamless. And then in the case that something does happen, the support needs to be seamless as well. So when they call, people instantly can help them, and then again, it works, right? So these are the three things I really see that when doing this and you really want to nail it, those are the three topics you really need to look into.
It's good advice. How does Aevi help with this?
We help our clients to move from the traditional payments proposition really into this new next-gen acquiring and helping them to start offering their merchants with the ultimate merchant experience.
Thank you. It's been great visiting with you. Please continue to follow fintechfutures.com for more updates from Money2020.